What I'm about to tell you is a story that is heartbreaking to anyone who knows even the slightest amount about computers. If you are someone who works with computers and has some semblance of knowledge involved with computer technology, then maybe shut off the video now and look away, because this is a real train wreck. So it all began in 2019, almost 3 years ago to the day. Not to the day, but, you know, sometime during this period, I purchased a brand new computer. A new mega streamer machine. It's got big, crazy 2080 Ti i9 processor, you know, the full power that you need to do the content that I do, which was at the time, you know, opening a Flash game and streaming on Dueling Book to be able to really, you know, maximize my content creation. So we're going to be doing a little discussion on why I think Yu-Gi-Oh is overpowered. And so during this time, there was a little thing I noticed about this crazy big fat gaming rig that cost over 3,000 Great British pounds. It was very loud because the fans were very loud. So how do we do this? Because I'm thinking to myself, if I'm trying to record a video, if I'm trying to like do content and record, and all you can hear is this in the background, that's obviously very distracting and isn't really great for content. So how do I fix this? What do I do for the situation? Well, you see, I, being a computer expert, hackermanned my way into the computer BIOS. I'm hackermanning my way into the BIOS, and I know exactly how to stop the fans from making such a loud noise. What I did was that I just switched them off. I just turned them off. It was too loud. How are they going to make noise if they're not on? So I just switched off my computer fans because, you know, I want to, like, make content and I want to be noisy. So I turned off, I just turned them off. I just turned them off. I put them from on to off because I want to make content. And I want to be noisy. Forehead, right? So weirdly enough, for the last 3 years, I haven't had any issues, actually, at all. For some reason, it's actually been fine. I've not had any problems. The computer has been running quite optimally. I want to say kind of semi-recently in the last month or so, when I stream for like 4 or 5 hours, Master Duel starts to really kind of drag, and I'm just like, bro, I have this crazy gaming rig. What's going on? Why is it, like, slowing down like this, you know? So I'm like, all right, what's the issue here? I messaged one of my dear Discord community members, Kilburn. Shout out to Kilburn for getting me through a lot of my computer hardships. And I'm trying to explain the situation. Like, dude, I don't know what's going on. Like, my computer's, like, slowing down. Like, it's just not working, like, the way it used to. Like, something about, like, the computer after X amount of time, it just doesn't feel like it has that oomph behind it. So, you know, he remote viewers my computer, and he's, like, looking around, trying to dig through and see what the issue is. And then suddenly, he notices the temperature of my CPU is 100 degrees. That's Celsius, not Fahrenheit. That's pretty hot. That's actually quite hot when you think about it. That's boiling water. That is frying some eggs on my computer. So that was a problem. So I went back into the BIOS and I turned the fans back on. Hallelujah. You might want to use some fans, keep it cool and not toasty in there. So I put the fans back on. Now over the last like week or so, yeah, it helped, but we're still getting 90-degree plus temperatures when playing Master Duel. I mean, this isn't ultra setting Apex Legends streaming on OBS, XSplit, YouTube gaming, 6 monitors, 10 consoles, bunch of fucking wires.
6 consoles! 10 computers, bunch of fucking wires, sound pads, speakers, antenna, satellites.
It shouldn't really be that high for Master Duel. So I took a couple of days off the last 2 days, and I took it to a computer shop near me. And I told them, hey, listen, maybe you guys want to check out this computer? It's just got some heating problems. Maybe take a look at the liquid cooling. It has liquid cooling, by the way. My computer has a liquid cooling system. Don't worry, I'll explain what happened to that in just a moment. So I took it to the computer shop yesterday, and you know, I was like, hey, listen, I gotta get back online ASAP, you know, work through this computer as fast as you can. Tell me what the deal is and how I can fix this. So, you know, they called me up the next day, that was yesterday, to pick it up, and, you know, they told me, you know, we fixed everything, that's fine. And I was like, you know, what's the problem? What happened? What's wrong? And the guy's like, you know, just a nice Scottish lad, and he's like, well, mate, to tell you the truth, we ran some tests, and your thermal paste is completely gone. Actually, it's just melted. So we've had to reseat that. Your cooling system pump is just burnt to a crisp. There's no pump anymore. Actually, there's nothing there. It's just plastic. So what we've done is we've just taken your old liquid cooling and we've put in a new pump and a new liquid cooling system. So I'm just like, the pump, the liquid cooling pumping system, it doesn't work. It doesn't pump. It doesn't pump. Why is there no pump? Just pump. Like, so, you know, I had to admit to him over the phone. I was like, listen, yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I went into the BIOS and I turned off the fans because it was really noisy. I swear to God, there was like 10 seconds of silence. And then he says, "What did you do?" Which translates subtitle means, "What did you do?" I went into the BIOS and I turned off the fans. And he was like, "What did you do that for?" It was noisy. And then he says, "Oh, what's your problem, mate?" So anyway, TLDR, you know, I went and collected the computer. I got the thing back. They put in a new cooling system, and it's pretty much the exact same pump that I had before. I have a Corsair H60. They put in a H60i, so I had to pay for that. So all in all, my total bill was £120, which I think is fine because the liquid cooling system itself is like 70 plus whatever. I guess like they charged me like 50 for the repair. Which is actually pretty good, pretty reasonable. So now, if I show you, we are operating at a nice, cool 64 degrees Celsius with OBS and Macedo having been running for the last 2 hours. So a lot more normal, I'd say. It looks like that's a pretty decent temperature for the CPU, and the actual liquid cooling's at 30 degrees, nice and chilly. So that's pretty, yeah, that's good. The graphics card's at 80, but you know that's NVIDIA bullshit, right? It's probably fine. That's the story of how I almost fried my computer. And probably just pissed away 3,000 plus pounds into the drain because I wanted quieter content, quieter fans so I could make content. So do we have any questions? Why? I explained. I wanted it was too noisy. The fan was too loud. If I'm gonna react to the 2019 ban list when they banned Harp Horror and Engage and Lossus, you know, you guys want to hear me go, "Oh my God." You guys don't want to hear. Can we get more Scottish accent, Farfa?
You fucking turn the fans on? Are you fucking stupid? What is wrong with you, you wee fucking dafty?
Your PC's kind of loud. Could you please turn it down? Turn off the fans or something?